All right, everybody. This is Jennifer Lee Chan. I am Jennifer Lee Chan, NBC Sports Bay Area. Friday update. Kyle Shanahan just spoke, and Brock Purdy will play on Sunday versus the Buffalo Bills. So, Brock Purdy said he kind of reached his turning point on Thanksgiving Day. The team had practice. Media was not allowed to watch, but he did say he felt much better. He's been able to make all the throws, so he will be out there on Sunday. Who won't be out there, though? Trent Williams, ankle injury, still not better, and Aaron Banks remains in the concussion protocol. Those two have been ruled out. Jalen Moore will get another start at left tackle, and Ben Bartch will be out there at left guard. So most of the other guys on the offense are going to be out there. Dominic Puni, shoulder injury, he's back full participation in practice on Friday. So outside of those two, the offensive line stays the same. So Jalen Moore actually had a pretty good game against the Green Bay Packers. I don't think the that side of the line was an issue as much as not tackling on the defensive side. Now on the defensive side, Jordan Elliott still in the concussion protocol. Deommodore Lenoir out with a knee injury, that contusion that he suffered in Green Bay. Charvarius Ward is a full go, so he probably will step back in at that side on the outside. Renardo Green questionable with that toe injury. So it should be Renardo Green and Charvarius Ward, assuming that they're all better. It's going to be a tough one for the 49ers because of all those injuries. Yeah, Nick Bosa not being out there, Josh Allen and what he can do, I think it's just going to be a tough task. Also, it's going to be a really cold game. Lake effect out there for the snow, and it's going to be a blizzard out there. So we'll see how it goes. Dre Greenlaw has been ruled out for Sunday's game. There is a potential that he could come back for the following game, which is the Bears at Levi's Stadium. But because it's such a quick turnaround for that Thursday game, they may not activate him. Not sure yet. Um, whew, uh, if you're going out there, please be safe. Please be careful. Pack warmly. It's going to be a really cold one out there. I do think that the 49ers have a chance, although it's a very small one. The Buffalo Bills are used to playing in these cold, blizzardy conditions, and you look at Josh Allen and how strong he is. He's a big, strong arm guy. I think the game plan for Brock Purdy will be short passes, check downs, that type of thing. It's going to be tough to throw deep if there is snow coming down. The good thing is that George Kittle is healthy, Christian McCaffrey, Kyle Juszczyk, those guys are all going to be out there helping Brock Purdy. And Brock Purdy is a guy who hasn't missed a game since he had mono in high school, kept him out for 3 games. So he's a guy who is such a preparation junkie that during that time he was in high school, I talked to his high school coach and high school teammates back in Arizona a while back, and they said he is such a grinder that he practiced everything on air. So I expect Brock Purdy to be completely prepared. It's not like a guy who, I'm out for the week, I'm not going to pay attention. Brock Purdy's a guy who will do everything on air. So I'm sure when we weren't out there, media wasn't out there watching him, he was going through all the footwork, all the checks, all of the game plan even when he wasn't going to play in Green Bay. And I think the same thing when he didn't really throw on a Wednesday at practice, I think he was going through the same thing. He's just such a guy, so committed to the game of football that I think he will be prepared as much as he can be for Sunday's game. Now, the question is, how much can the 49ers do on defense? Can they stop? Can they have less missed tackles than 19? We found out this week Fred Warner's been playing on a fractured ankle since week 4. I mean, he just hasn't been as good as he was in the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season since the ankle injury. But Kyle Shanahan said there's no worry that it's getting any worse. It says it's the same. Still dealing with it, shooting it up every game, which is crazy. So it's not Fred Warner at 100%. So now we know why the defense hasn't been playing as well. Kevin Givens could make his return to the game, which would help because Jordan Elliott is out with a concussion. It's just gonna be a tough game. If the 49ers can pull this one off, maybe it sets them, off with momentum for the rest of the season. But we've all been looking for this momentum to start, and it just hasn't yet. So we'll be looking for that to happen. I'm leaving on a red eye tonight because the snow that's coming in on Saturday didn't want it to delay me. So Yeah, it's going to be, I'm cautiously optimistic that they have a good game and they go out there and play well. But I think that the Buffalo Bills are such a tough opponent. They're one of the best teams in the league. I'm trying to be positive, but we'll see what happens. All right, more later. I've got to get ready to head out and also pack. So I will see you guys. If you're out on the road and you're out there and you see me, say hi, especially at the game. But bundle up, stay warm. All right, guys, talk to you soon.